Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga with me, your host, Noah Hamilton. This is going to be my very first Let's Play, and my very first single-player Let's Play. I think it's also going to be the very first episode on our channel, which, you know, huge honor. We're going to get this started, and I'm going to shut up for the cutscene. My favorite part is that they were actually able to make a cloud above the castle look like her. And no one thought that was a bad thing, until, you know, her voice got... Oh, sorry. Her voice got stolen. Spoiler, I know. How dare I. And the very first character you get to play off... Play off? That's really... No. The very first player that you get to play is Little Toad! That's right, in a game called Mario and Luigi, the first player you play is Toad. He hears humming. See, Toad knew what he was gonna see. No one goes into a restroom with steam coming out of there and goes, "What could be going on in here? Could there be a man showering? Well, I hear his voice." No, he knew what he was seeing. And that scene right there is actually one of my favorite parts about this game itself. The only reason why Luigi is involved at all in this game is because he got tied up when someone came to grab Mario. Like, the only reason why he's even involved. Super coward bros. And so, very first battle, it's against Bowser. Classic. And he's super easy. Like, oh, except No! Oh my god. I'm showing you already how awful I am at this game. This is not the first Mario RPG kind of game, but it's the very first one on a handheld game. And like all of its predecessors, it kind of has one of those timing functions that most RPGs don't have, where you actually have to jump. I dodged that one. Don't even. No, so if I press A right when I'm jumping on Bowser's head, I do a little bit more damage to him. And I can dodge all of Bowser's attacks, which Toad would tell me, but I don't want to hear him. Mostly because he's loud. There we go. Actually, see, I can learn and I can be good at this game. It's just gonna take me a little while. A long while. I love this game. I've been playing this game, I played this game a ton when I was in like the 3rd or 4th grade. And it was one of the few games that I actually beat as a child. You know, I always got really far with most games, but I never was able to beat it. So that's right, her voice was replaced with an explosive vocabulary. Which makes me want to think that, you know, she's just cursing a ton? And they wanted to do that, but they were like, no, just make it so that way her voice actually explodes. And the perpetrators were from the Beanbeans Kingdom, which is a neighboring kingdom to the Mushroom Kingdom, which this game does not take part in. That's right. I think it's one of the only games, well, unless you count Galaxy, which kind of takes place there, because the Galaxy takes place everywhere. No, but it's one of the few games that doesn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom. Don't look that up. I'm not actually sure how accurate that is. Anyways, so this is the little tutorial area where you can walk around, you can find out, like, what does that giant red thing in the corner mean? That means, like, I can jump right now when I press A. stupid jump. Alright, hold on. I can get it. Oh my god! There we go. I knew I could get it eventually. So this is actually my second time recording this. I just got something precious there. The first time I was recording, my external hard drive got unplugged because it fell down, and I lost it. Very, very, very disheartening, but I feel like it's something I'm gonna have to get used to, just accidentally losing footage, accidentally, like, all that stuff. So, like I said, this area is basically just get a ton of items. Of course I got your mushroom for you, mostly because you'll give me a super mushroom. Now, this guy's one of my favorites. So he's wondering where Lord Bowser has gone. And you can tell him whatever direction you want. And you can just be like, he went that way. And he'll run straight into the wall. See, even as like an 19-year-old, I'm still like, that's funny to me. Oh, I should probably tell you a little bit about myself. As I said before, my name is Noah Hamilton. I am a student at Ohio University, studying marketing and music production. Fun stuff. Very big party school here, but, you know, I don't do a whole lot of partying myself. I'm more of a nerd that, you know, stays in and plays video games all day, every day. No, and I'm actually really, really happy that we're doing Let's Playing, just because I've always wanted to do Let's Play. Like, I've been watching Let's Plays since, since I was in middle school. And it's always been something I always was like, I could do this. I could have a ton of fun doing this. Like, my very first Let's Players that I used to watch was, like, Conroy and, X. I think not almost everyone. Most people have heard of Conroy because he does a ton of things. But, I used to watch him back then. I was watching all of his plays. I don't like him a whole bunch now, just because I think he's kind of a yelly Let's Player. But, you know, whatever. And I don't think most people have heard of X at all, but he was a Let's Player that did early alpha Minecraft, which was so much fun to watch, and then, you know, he left. Which really frustrated me as a kid. As a kid, I say that. It was like 4 years ago, maybe. Like, back when I was a child. No, I also used to watch a ton of, the Yogs Club. Like, before they were the Yogs Club. No, Yogcast. And that was even before they were the Yogscast, when they were still just, like, Blue Zephos. Or, was that what they were called? It was something like Blue something, which I always thought was really strange. But, you know, not a whole lot. Sorry, just checking something. This is his new weapon, the Koopa Cruiser, which is, it looks really tiny.
Bye-bye.
Where are they? Are you signing up to join my crew of Bowser baddies? I see. You want me to bring you along. Luigi's like, what? No. Yes, you couldn't be. Then who? Bowser stole the, cookie from the cookie jar. That's right. Hey, you, stop. Your gnarliness. The baddies have arrived. Baddies are assembled. Look at Toadsworth. See, they're all freaking out, but like Mario kills more than that number of enemy, like every time he's in a level, like all the time. Move it, you idiots. And so that's how Luigi ends up being on this trip. Bowser wants him to join his crew of baddies. And he does. This guy's above the Mushroom Kingdom. I wonder how this thing flies. Like, it doesn't look aerodynamic at all. Mr. Green Mario brother guy. I like how they capitalize every single one of those. Like, that is his name. Don't even worry about it. So, I know I'm going through this very fast, but the very beginning parts of this game are super boring. It's just all like, here's a ton of introduction. I don't want that. I want to play the game. I want to do a ton of battles. So, because I went really fast, I did kind of skim over a ton of facts. Like, Toadsworth gave us our suitcase. This is our suitcase. It tells us everything we have. It shows all of our battle items, our equipment, and our stats. Nothing too bad. And then he also gave us 100 Mushroom Kingdom coins. There we go. You may have noticed I said Mushroom Kingdom. That might be a spoiler for later. And so this whole thing is kind of like, you know, we're traveling. So a lot of the things in this game have to do with that. So, for example, we need to take our passport. See, these are our passports. But we don't have pictures. Luigi has more HP than me. See, like, that's the problem. I already associate myself, like, with Mario. I don't care about Luigi. Luigi's whatever. And since Bowser already wants us, we can, cut ahead in line. So screw those guys. Step onto the pad. Mr. Green Mustache. They need to learn his name. I feel so, like, this is why they had the Year of Luigi, because no one knows anything about Mario, like, about Luigi. He's just kind of around. Oh no! Was it not of the funny pick? Ah, that's a bummer. Oh well, nothing we can do about it now. So, do you guys remember that guy we helped? Here he is! And because we helped him out and all that, you'll actually give us a little bit of an item. A little bit of an item. He'll give us a 1-up, which is very good. Those things are expensive and they're rare to find in the beginning of the game. So the 2 that you have, like, from the tutorial stuff is very good. Alright, I'm gonna say no to him. I could use his, I could show you guys, but I am trying to I'm trying to make sure that this, episode doesn't go too long. We're trying to keep it around 15 minutes. But like I said, the intro to this game just takes forever. No, thank you. I know how to play, although I will break this barrel for the experience. Oh no, you're really... Let me show you how to dodge. So, this is one thing I do love about this game, is that Mario uses A, Luigi uses B. So, you kind of have to get used to that. So, like, right now, if I were to press B, Luigi would jump, and then Mario would get hurt. I think it's really, really, like, it's an interesting dynamic that they made. Not something you would see. I don't think any other game has done it. But then again, I don't know that many games. I think they called Luigi a weird name again, but I missed it. And see, if you can time it right, you can actually do a little damage to them while you're dodging. So, like I was talking about earlier, this is the very first game for the very first Mario RPG for like a handheld system, but there has been others like the Paper Mario series for both the GameCube and the N64, and also the Mario RPG, which I have never played. It's always been one of the games that like I've heard a lot about. I've heard people raving about it, but I've never gotten around to actually playing it myself. Kind of a bummer, but you know. Actually, there's a fun story about, oh, I should probably explain this. Every time you level up, you can increase all your stats. The stats are like, you know, HP, your special attack kind of limiter, like your mana, per se. The amount of damage you can do, the amount of defense you have, so like how much damage you take, the initiative that you get when in battle, like who will go first, and then this is like how much. I actually love this stat just because I think it's funny. But when you go to stores, depending on how luscious your mustache is, the cheaper the price is. So I'm gonna increase my POW. Ooh, 2. That's actually better than what I got my first little try. Still upset about that. That's very frustrating. But fun story about Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. I got to the very end boss of that game, right? I won't say who it is or like what it is, just in case no one's played it, because you definitely should play it. It's an amazing game. But I got to the end boss of it. I was all pumped, but I had skipped too many battles or something, and I could not beat whatever the end boss was. Not even gonna use pronouns for it. And it was the most frustrating thing to me. Because, you know, as a kid, you're just like, I worked hard for this. I'm not gonna replay it so that way I can beat it. But I almost did. Just because it was one of those things where it was a great game. Actually, I might do it as my second Let's Play. I'm not sure about that, though. Luigi leveled up. So, I don't know a whole lot about this game's coding at all. Ooh, that's nice. But I'm wondering if maybe like Mario gets more like POW and Luigi gets more HP just like naturally, or if they just start out that way. I have no idea. What? Did Luigi get hit? Luigi. Come on, bud. Get your ass up. Although it didn't actually affect anything. What you just saw actually is like if Luigi gets hit, or whoever's in the back gets hit, they will fall down, and if they don't have a high enough speed, like they don't get up first, they can get hit, and there's nothing you can do about it. It actually can be really bad later in the game, because some of the enemies can do so much damage. Alright, now you can help me out. Alright, and we're finally here. Anyways, this was the very first episode. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe for a very new channel. Like I said, I think this is going to be the very first episode on it. So if you can, anything you can do will help us greatly. Honestly, my goal for this video is to have 10 views. Hell yeah. Try and top that, Sugar Conroy. I'm sorry. I'll see you next time.